Good morning. Well, I finally feel a bit like a real vlogger for YouTube that does wildlife, because I've got so much gear with me today. I've got a backpack full of cameras and I've got my spotting scope. I've seen people carrying more gear, but for me that's a lot. So I'm at a reed bed this morning. It's quite a local site to me. I haven't really got a plan like I did yesterday with the nightjar. I'm just coming here to see what's about and yeah, just general birding today. I do know this site very well. I know in the winter time it is really good, but in the summer it kind of tails off. However, there is a lot of things here that I haven't seen yet this year, like sedge warbler, although I can hear them, and sort of reed warblers, although I have seen one. And yeah, I just want to have a look around, and if I'm lucky, maybe get kingfisher, or don't even hear that, but there's water rail or something like that, which would be nice. Just a quick morning jaunt around one of my favourite places. And also I would like to test out, I have an adapter that fits on that for my camera, so I'd like to see how that actually does today. Get a few test shots and I'll put them up and we'll see what they look like. Okay, catch you in a bit. Yeah, so I've just been taking some pictures there. One of the downsides, and it's something I've just noticed by carrying so much gear, is getting this camera out while trying to take photos with the other camera is near enough impossible. So I think the decision I've sort of come to now is that I'm probably going to prioritise you guys next time something starts happening, and put the other camera away. But it wasn't anything rare or spectacular, it was just long-tailed tits, and they were just there, and they were putting on a really nice show. The light is actually quite a lot duller than maybe it looks on the camera here, and I had trying to keep the ISO below 1000. If I can do that, I tend to find that the pictures do come out sharper. But in this light, you probably should be more like 1500, I think, or around that mark. I'm not sure if it works in those increments, so sorry if I've not got that right. Like I said, I'm still learning. But the birds are it's lovely. Lots and lots of reed buntings and reed warblers and sedge warblers and baby birds everywhere. It's really good. Pleasant environment. And another thing about this place is it's very, very small, so you can cover it very, very quickly, and it's ideal for today because I've got to get back not too late today, so just cutting around, seeing what's here, and then back home to do normality, sort out normal life. But yeah, and that is the one bird I haven't heard this morning, and I've just heard it. That's the Chetty's warbler. It's actually very good for Chetty's warbler here. I think if I was going to advise a best time to look for Chetty's warbler, it'd probably be sort of March, April time, because they're so skulky, they're so difficult to see, that at that time of year you've got the fresh growth just coming through for spring, but they're at their sort of more building up to their sort of peak at singing, and especially the males setting up territories, and it's just that little bit easier to see them. It's the call and the song, should I say, that gives them away, that really distinctive burst, and once you found that, just hang out and they appear. But if you're trying to photograph or even see Chetty's warbler at the moment, you're going to find it hard. not impossible, and by no means am I saying this is an invisible bird, but it's harder, so I wouldn't hold much hope of getting a good picture. I'd hold reasonable hope of seeing it, but not photographing it. Anyway, enough of that little rant. I'm just going to go over to the hides now, pick up all this gear that I've brought with me and sort of lump it down there, and I'm going to try taking some photos on the scope next. I've done the camera, I'm going to try the scope and see how they turn out. Okay, so been taking a few photos with this now. Picture quality is obviously it's not as good as with the 200 to 500, but it's useful, and I think for video it could be really good. So I'm actually considering taking this out a bit more often when I'm birding, because it's going to lighten the load overall, and I'm sure I can get some good shots. And the light today is not that great. I think that's having a pretty big effect on the quality, but we'll see. Also, this isn't really supposed to be like a photography thing that I'm doing. It's just that because I have to to get you guys involved, it does require a lot of photography and filming, so it's kind of dominating my thoughts at the moment about what I'm doing. Sorry, 1 second, just want to look at that reed warbler. Yeah, so that's where my mind is at. But as far as the birds here today, I mean, this place is unrecognisable in the summer compared to the winter, because in the summer it looks like this. Ooh. I mean, I doubt you can see it, but there's a great white egret in the far corner. But yeah, in the summertime, but in the winter time, I might see if I've got any shots. Sorry, I might see if I've got any shots of what it looks like in the winter, because it's flat, it's open, there's lots of water everywhere. The wildfowl is in the thousands of Wigeon teal, shoveler. I don't know why, but whenever you're trying to relay ducks, you always end up mixed up. But I mean, the sheer volume is great. Thousands of golden plover and lapwing as well. Very different atmosphere here now. It's like it's grassy, it's reedy, it's quite deep water, and you can't see anything. I mean, you are literally locked into two very small sort of areas of water. I was very lucky when I got here. There was great white egrets feeding, and I managed to get a few photos of them, and a small family of gadwall came out, so that was nice. But yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting how much it changes. Well, I think it's going to be a short one today. I just wanted to test out some kit. I'll see what it was like. I'll put up some photos of what came out from here, good or bad. Well, I hope they're good though. And yeah, and see what tomorrow brings. I'll probably just do some more just general birding, general photography stuff for a couple of days. I am going out this later on this week to somewhere quite cool, but I don't know how my friend will feel about being video vlogs, so I might not be able to do that, just because, you know, personal space and all that. But yeah, okay, so that's for today. See what tomorrow brings. However, if you do see me again, it's because I've found something cool, so don't write it off just yet, but I'm planning on wrapping it up soon.